Hi, my name is Patrick Teng. I'm the senior faculty who designed and will teach the Fintech Innovation and Startup course. Let me briefly share with you my professional background so that you can appreciate more where I'm coming from as we journey together in this exciting industry development. I bring more than 30 years of deep industry experience in management consulting and digital innovative financial services in Asia Pacific, the US, and Europe. My previous roles include the Chief Information Officer and Managing Director for major banks, including the World Bank based in Washington, D.C. and DBS. And I've co-founded digital banking fintechs and AI deep techs. In my 3 decades of working in the financial industry, the last 10 years have indeed witnessed the rise of startups, and in the context of this course, the fintechs and the innovations that they have created. In this introductory video, I will attempt to address the 3 so what questions. The first so what is fintech? The second so what is this course about? And finally, the so what? So what type of careers can I consider after completing this course? Firstly, so what is fintech? Fintech is the creative integration of emerging business models and digitalization that results in advancing financial and social impact. The ultimate goal is to advance society financial needs effectively, efficiently, and safely. The fintech industry is one of the fastest growing sectors with major impact and consequences on the banking industry. In 2018 alone, US $32.6 billion was invested in fintech. This came up from the Accenture 2019 FinTech report. Digitalization is the key enabler for many of the innovations occurring in the financial services industry. The second, so what? What is this course about? What new frontier knowledge will I be acquiring, and what are the learning outcomes? And more importantly, how will the knowledge acquired from this course benefit you and transform your career? Let me share how this course is structured. The design of this course is anchored around 2 main components. They are, in Module 1, Startups and Innovation, you'll be taught the foundational knowledge of startups, the terminologies used, MVPs, pivots, exits, series funding, VCs, VBs, etc. The technologies employed, the typical life cycle of startups, the key players that are instrumental in the startup ecosystem, the roles and best practices that are needed for successful incubation, how startups are valued, the types and roles of investors, the skill sets are needed by the startup founders, and the tools and techniques employed by startups. Once the foundational knowledge has been established, we progress to Module 2, all about fintechs, where you will learn about the fintechs. Topics include the characteristics of fintechs, the skill sets needed for successful fintechs, the attack space, and the tools and the technologies used by fintechs. The course has a practice focus where you'll be given the opportunity to work on cases and projects supplemented by practical tools such as the Lean Launchpad, business model canvas, agile development methodology, and design thinking. Guest speakers and fintechs from the industry will be invited to share how these tools and techniques are adopted in the industry. Finally, the third so what question, that is, what type of job roles can I consider in the industry? Roles that require fintech innovation and startup skills are not just in fintechs, but they are highly needed in incumbent banks, in e-commerce companies, in neobanks or embedded finance entities such as remittance houses, asset leasing companies, insurance businesses, and trade supply chain players. These roles include fintech business analysts, fintech co-founders, fintech project managers, digital banking regulators, software engineers, and fintech management consultants. Armed with this knowledge, you will gain confidence in your career when participating in fintech and startup projects, and most of all, be the go-to expert for organizations that want to monetize fintech opportunities in their industries. So I hope you can join me in this ever-exciting transformational journey. It's one of the movers and shakers who will change the face of fintech innovations and startups. Come on board to the exciting world of fintechs and make a difference in the world of finance. So what are you waiting for? Thank you.